In 2011, I shared what it was like to be raised in an abusive household with physical violence and drugs behind every window and door, only to grow up and to get into a relationship with a man who was no different than my own dad. In 2012, I shared what it was like to be a teenager who was tortured and outcast by classmates, all for being gay. In March of 2013, I let you guys into my head to see how depressed I was due to being friends with negative people who always seem to put me down. What do all these stories have in common? There was a light at the end of every single story. The stories were written in an effort to bring hope to the people who were living those same awful stories in their own books of life. I wanted to give them hope. I wanted to share my stories so that I could let people know that there was hope, that all of the negative chapters in my book of life had positive endings. It's now May of 2013, and I, Bradley Voorhees, am going to share another chapter with you. The chapter speaks of love, of obsession, and of heartache and pain. But as always, the chapter has a happy ending. I wrote the first passage of this song when I was 17 years old. Freshly out on my own, freshly out of the closet, I felt like I was on top of the world and that I was an unstoppable force of nature. That I was too scared to vocalize my feelings for him. So every time this guy came around, I grew silent, speechless. I literally couldn't talk. So the obsession silently grew and grew. Finally, about a year later, when I did try to make a move, I was flat out rejected and thrown out like yesterday's garbage. All those months of endless pain and torture, and it all proved worthless in a matter of 8 words. I'd like to dedicate this story to anyone who's ever felt the same, and to my buddy Jeff for Justice, who's currently in his own chapter of love, where things seem bleak and hopeless. Jeff, friends and followers, brothers and sisters, there is hope. This is for you.
Wish I could hold you in my arms. I live for you, and I'm weak, you make me smile. No, you don't know it. Oh, how I want you forever in my life. Listen to me, I want you. I'm what you make me. Fatal attraction. My life is wrapped around your finger. You can make me feel this way. Please don't hurt me no more. Everything you do affects me. I really can't explain it. I'm what you make me. It's a
say that you'll hurt me, but I just want you to be with me. I need your love. I need your love. I need your love. I'm what you make me. It's a fatal attraction. Everything you do, it hurts me to see you play around. Even though you're not mine, I want you. I'd do anything for you. I love you. I don't want to see it. I'm what you make me. It's a fatal attraction. Some people just weren't meant to be. I know it hurts and it fucking stings. Goes to show that you can move on. You think you can, it's an illusion. I was so obsessed by myself, I couldn't think of anything else. Here it is a few years later, I don't ever think of that player.